All right. So last time, you guys continued on your way northwards, hoping to make some better distance towards the large tree metropolis on the northern tip of the continent of Estorillia, hoping to get the beans and seeds for the dragon Karthurrah as your main objective on your journey. With many things taking up your time along the way, you eventually came to the settlement of Rutstack. Whilst there, you're able to gather some information about some local goings on, as well as you just coming at the tail end of a blizzard across the mountain range. However, with plenty of travel at your back, you decided to rest at the local inn before taking on the mountain itself. During the rests, Drazenka was visited by a visage of her deity, and some evidence towards it being not just in her head. Al was able to feel some chill in the air as well as hear noises in Drazenka's room, upon which in the following morning she explained to the party what happened, if not in full detail, just that she was visited and told to go to the settlement on the mountain range. Taking up the, you could say, Sherpa, the guide of Pharaoh Sheva, you were guided across the mountain range. She definitely seemed to know her way around, and even though you were told that the paths on the mountain range typically change with every blizzard, you made good time across it. They were impeded at some point as there was the remains of a wooden bridge seemingly destroyed by a waterfall that had been dislodged in the most recent blizzard. Caught up upon the powers of Shiva, both Pharaoh and Drazenka were able to have a icy bridge form in its place. Upon crossing it, however, you were accosted by two Murasu creatures, and whilst not typically ones for a lot of chats, they were able to speak in Undercommon that Edwin was able to identify. They demanded that you would do what you just did with that bridge, but further down the river, and they made a mention of somebody called Yoskike. Though you don't know who that is in particular, it is quite a serpent-like name, and some of you had the idea that it could be some Nagas trying to take control of the river in the mountains. Dealing with the Murasu, they fell into the river in Lego City, and you decided not to help them, but decided to shock them as Al flew over and used her breath down upon them. With that dealt with, you eventually came up to the settlement in the Aria mountain range and found it to be full of Ronso, though there was a Moogle here or there to do some trading. Whilst there, most of you went around to converse with the locals, where Drazenka went to go speak with the elder Ultran. He explains that if Drazenka's group of people are the ones he's speaking about, they are an exiled clan from this location. Apparently, they had betrayed the trust as well as the sanctity of the area, as too many times came across where Shiva did not answer their call. And whilst it could lead into people dying or just some hardships, her clan decided that they would desecrate one of Shiva's shrines, and in doing so, they were exiled from the mountain range. And Ultran was rather open to the idea that descendants of said clan could sort out the repercussions of her elders, and was told of a location of the desecrated shrine. However, he did say that there could be dangers there, and that you would have to cleanse the evil of the shrine, handing off some enhancing crystals, hoping that they would aid you. And they certainly did so, as you were able to get rid of the ghost that was haunting the shrine, which was seemingly another Ronso with a ghastly image of some form of fiery humanoid at their back. And with that creature defeated, you were left in an area with a relatively smooth stone slab, with the only clues from Ultran being that you had to sculpt a new image of Shiva into it. he did hand you chisels and knives to do so, and we ended off just before you began such. And hopefully everyone is leveled up to 4. So we'll start today off asking the question: did you put any skills into any? Did you put any points into any skills that would allow you to carve the rock into a depiction of Shiva?
Yes.
If you do have one similar, Edwin, you can roll it to aid.
If Joseka wants, Edwin do, but I don't know if this is something that she wants to do on her own.
No, she's open to having help.
Alrighty.
Does Al or Zairin have any skills that could be related to carving?
No, I don't think so. I was just looking at mine. I've got no craft-related skills or profession.
You cannot brute force art. Well, you can, but not in this sense. You'd be breaking the rock so that it would show Shiva anymore.
Can I just survival to find some really nice rocks for them to carve with?
You've gone very quiet again.
Can I just survival with and find a really nice rock for Drazenka to craft with?
She's carving with the stone slab that is right next to you, so no. You can survival and find this one right in front of you.
No.
Could I use no, that probably wouldn't work. I was thinking like intimidate or something like that to be not to try to make
Drill
the
sergeant?
no to make the use my knowledge of how to be intimidating to create the statue or carving in a way that looks intimidating and imposing.
How fast are slaves?
I would say no.
I knew it was a
If
stretch. I was
Drazenka the main sculpture, she's not going for like an intimidating visage of Shiva. She wants to like embody her in the protective, almost motherly nature that she views her. But good thought.
Zairin just comes up with like 2 pieces of rock to give angry eyebrows.
Maybe not for this one.
I've got nothing that can help them.
Alright. Edwin and Drazenka go to sculpt the rock into a sculpture of Shiva. And as that goes on, what are Al and Zairin doing?
Arguing in a different room somewhere.
It is a cave, so it probably echoes.
Yeah, that's true. But they're not thinking about that.
Not that either of you have the wisdom to really realize that.
No, I feel like we're going to be round the corner with our own rocks, trying to do our own carving, and to see whose is better.
Oh boy, here we go.
We're trying to carve Edwin.
Are you going to get that cloak in there as well? Is it always going to be flapping in the non-existent wind?
Yeah. What they're doing.
I feel like since you were having the idea of brute forcing it, it just snaps in half, so you just have the legs of Edwin. Alright, Edwin and Drazenka, I need you both to roll me a d4, please.
You didn't put the profession name in it, sad. Oh, okay.
Nice.
It seems you both are very meticulous in this. Edwin probably just because of his general personality, but Drazenka paying very much faith towards creating this and not wanting to make any errors as you spend the next 4 hours sculpting this thing. And
I've got 4
Drazenka,
hours to perfect my Edwin rock.
yeah. Drazenka, roll me a d3 and a d5. Okay. As the 4 hours come to a close, I'm pretty sure Al and Zairan's arguments came to an end some time ago. You'll eventually finished off making quite the beautiful statue, though nobody's going to win too many awards of it. It definitely is a lot better than just a run-of-the-mill guy hitting a rock with a hammer. And as Drazenka hits the final strike onto it, a piece of the rock snaps off, falls to the floor, and starts to have a very faint blue glow to it.
Need to take a look with detect magic. And spellcraft.
Spellcraft.
Nope.
That is indeed a nope.
Edwin, did you see that?
I must confess, I was a little bit distracted by the sound of someone asking about what my eyebrow shape was outside. Sorry, no, I didn't. What was that?
See the piece of rock that just fell out?
Oh, the one you're holding there.
Indeed.
It's glowing. It wasn't doing that before. I take
It
it.
was not. It seems to be magical, but I cannot tell what kind of magic.
Oh, well, I suppose I can have a look if you like. Let me just... and I'll, do the thing.
Jesus. Alright, Edwin, as you look at the rock, you know that this would commonly be known as an edible frost rock, and within it, it is contained knowledge. For whoever eats it will gain it.
Jazenki, you know they say don't eat the yellow snow. I think you should eat the blue snow in this instance. It's some kind of gift, I think.
A gift? Well, it is different from the rest of the carving.
Indeed, it will give you some kind of knowledge. What that knowledge is, or how it will affect you, I don't know, but this seems like a labour of faith. It'd be silly to give it to anyone else.
Alright. And yeah, with that advice, Drazenka will eat the rock.
Just like being back in school.
As you snap, crackle, and pop the rock in your teeth, you'll feel a coolness wash over your brain as you remember spells that you don't even recall learning, but you've had them for quite some time. As you learn the first level spells, Icicle Dagger and Slick, the second level spell, Blizzard 2, and the language of Roarin.
There's like a moment of pause when Drazenka just kind of takes in this new knowledge and briefly closes her eyes and touches the pendant and then looks at Edwin again like, seems like your estimate was correct. Thank you. And for
Remember-
your assistance with this.
I'm sorry, go on.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say I'm just glad that I didn't make you eat something stupid. And don't worry about the assistants. Everyone else did the same thing.
Speaking of, are you alright from the fight?
Oh, yes. I've got a little bit of a wound, but I don't have any healing left, actually, thinking about it, so let me see if I have a curing belt left.
I still have some if you need it. Should it just... There you go.
Yeah, I think I'll just take yours, if that's alright.
Yeah,
The gesture.
alright. And when you go check your own belt dress, I guess already activated hers.
Yeah, he's probably just not used to using it. Oh, thank you. That's quite the statue you've made there. You should be proud. Most people can't do that.
Oh, I couldn't have done it by myself.
Oh, I just pointed out a few angles, that's all. Do you need some time? I can go and look after those two. Say your prayers, or... I don't mean to be irreverent, but whatever you kind of do with this sort of thing.
Oh, we've already taken quite some time. I believe it's best for us to start heading back to the village.
Understandable. Well then, let's go and see what they're up to.
His
before-
eyebrows have definitely got a better angle on it now.
Nope, I think I definitely got the curvature on his face. I think I've got this one.
What kind of roll do we need for this?
What you wanted to roll for?
Yeah, I said we were carving likenesses of
I did a profession roll.
Edwin's face.
Yeah, she tried a profession roll, which I said she probably snapped it in half because she's trying to put brute force into it. So she's mostly holding the legs.
The professional
no.
craft, since we had to do either one.
Neither one of those is good for me. Can I try just a dex roll?
Hey, mine wasn't right.
I didn't. Well, okay. I'll just try whichever one works better.
It would either be craft or profession.
Oh, fuck.
Zyron makes quite a furrowed face for Edwin, which is probably apt for how he talks. He doesn't really have a happy face. He has more like a resting bitch face.
I want to be offended, but you're absolutely correct.
There's no intent behind the face, but that's the way it looks.
I'll finish up. I just wanted to draw it out to remember the sort of location, head out to whatever this is. Zyra will probably walk out and see probably not a bad approximation with what he's got as I walk out, just sort of looking around. What are you all doing?
Competing?
Now it's gonna like throw her what was one rocks now split into two on the floor and just say, rubbish anyway. Are we getting out of here soon?
Yes, we are done on our end.
Yes.
Zaire will take a few seconds and use the tip of his adamantine f-stock to drill a hole through this likeness of Edwin and then put a string on it for Edwin.
What is that?
It's the best I could do of a carving of you.
This is remarkably accurate. You had no tools.
It's probably full of right angles because he doesn't have a chisel. He's just been carving it with a knife.
Yeah, it's like a rough cut kind of thing, but yeah, I assume it's still relatively like visible. Charming. Thank you, I suppose.
You're welcome, Edwin.
I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna wait until Zarin turns away, but I'll put it in my bag. I'm not gonna throw it away. I'm gonna put it in my bag.
He wouldn't notice either way.
Oh well then. Let's go. Do we need to walk out, or are we going elsewhere?
Are you just going to be going back to the settlement?
I'd assume so. I mean, if we go past the blue lizard's place, I take it there's nothing in there, because we left it alone on purpose the first time. And it came for us anyway.
Blame the Moogle that went running off somewhere.
I'll be honest, I'm pretty much out of healing supply, so resting would be good, if possible.
So I'm sure we'll be able to rest another night at the village.
Feel
hope
free
so.
to take some of the money from the stockpile that we have to get some healing supplies. We all need it.
No, you misunderstand me. I need to prepare them. The supplies themselves I'm okay with.
Oh, okay.
I'll be honest, it'll be nice to get off this mountain, no offense, Drazenka, but this is not exactly my kind of climb.
It's understandable. It is a rough terrain.
But yeah, I think we just head back.
Yep, I'm down for heading back.
Spend some time walking your way back to the Ronso's settlement. At which point, it doesn't seem like much has changed, besides a few people possibly being in their houses at this time.
Edwin will wait for the rest to take the lead.
So it's like we start by heading towards Pharaoh's place. And then give a quick knock.
You'll say a voice inside say that you can enter.
Hello again.
It's good to see you return so quickly, cousin.
Well, it took a little bit longer than we expected, and I believe I said the plan was to start heading down the mountain once we returned, but it took quite a lot out of us, so I believe it is best that we rest for another night and head out tomorrow morning, if that is alright with you.
That is quite understandable. I'm fine to stay here another day.
I'm happy to hear that. We'll be around if you need any of us.
All good to move tomorrow then, Drazenka.
Indeed.
Excellent. I've got to ask, what does it feel like?
What does what feel like?
Well, you've performed a number of, like I only describe as miracles recently. Magics which you couldn't really do before. What I'm asking is there some kind of connection you feel that's stronger now, or how does it work?
I suppose that is one way to describe it, yes. I always felt a connection towards her, but since coming here, I do feel that it has been getting stronger. Just like I have been getting stronger and you have been getting stronger. You have been getting stronger.
I've been reading textbooks and learning a bit more. You have a connection with some kind of, well, deity, I suppose. And now he's getting, I'd like to say bigger, but maybe wider. And Zaren's getting faster, I suppose, yes. Strange times. I simply ask because you're the only one of us who is very firmly rooted in the mystical, or at least the faith base.
It's a bit difficult to explain, but because in a way, I feel like she has always been watching over me. Even when I'm not performing miracles, even if I'm just living day-to-day life, she's part of it. But getting reassurance that she truly is here is, well, comforting.
I'm going to say I understand, but I think I can see where you're coming from. Interesting.
That is why it's called faith. It is not something you can tangibly prove.
I suppose that's where we differ. But I know it exists and it's real. It's just odd. Apologies, not trying to make any offense, but
No, curiosity is a good trait.
it also. Oh wait, Zaren's going to tell me something about satisfaction bringing back a cat again, isn't he? And kind of just mumbles off back into his own little train of thought.
Are we gonna try to rest here again tonight?
Yes, I believe that was the plan. But the day is still young if you wish to mingle. I was going to talk to the elder a little bit to tell about what we did. You're happy to join me if you like, or do your own thing.
Sure, I'll go with you.
Alright.
I'll be heading to our rooms as soon as we can. I have a lot of things to prepare, unfortunately.
As you wish. Hello, Ultron.
Welcome back, Jazenka. I felt a change in the air. Since you've returned, I take it you have finished your business at the shrine.
Indeed we have. It should be purified. The spirit dissipated after we dealt with it. And we left a new queen for it.
It cools the aches of my bones, and to hear that you have moved off the path of your ancestors. If you are to ever find them again, feel free to let them know they are welcome to return, as long as the peace is kept.
Hearing that eases my heart greatly. Whatever they did was not of my choosing, but they are my family, so I do feel a certain responsibility. And I'm happy to have been able to alleviate that.
Hopefully your proactiveness will rub off on those that are older.
I hope so as well. I do remember some of the elders were quite stubborn in their own ways and thoughts, but well, it has been quite some time. Perhaps there's no like me who were born into that and not knowing where they came from and would wish to do so.
Quite wise, or just accepting of others' words. Either way, you'll do well on your journey.
Thank you for your assistance. Would it be alright for us to rest one more night here?
But of course. Allies of Shiva are always welcome here. Just, make sure those two aren't canoodling too much.
I'll try to keep a better eye on them tonight. But I believe they're both quite also tired from today. She says she's knowing fully well that Sarah can hear her because he's right next to her.
He's not paying attention.
The same rooms are available to you if you wish to use them.
Thank you. I'm gonna turn around to look at Edwin like, if you wish to use the same room, you are free to do so.
Well, I'll see you tomorrow. If you find me asleep on the desk, don't move me. Much appreciated. Take care.
He seems quite familiar to those that study the texts day and night. He needs to get out more.
That is what I've been telling him for some time, but not really good at listening to me.
Perhaps you should write him a book.
Perhaps I should. But he's a good man. And a good friend.
Wonderful things to be keeping on the road.
Indeed.
Will you be setting off tomorrow then?
Yes, we do have a schedule of our own. This was a bit of a diversion, but I'm glad we took it. But we'll probably be heading out early tomorrow.
Then I wish you a restful slumber and a safe rest of your travels.
And I wish all the best to you as well, and your village. Speaking of, I was meaning to mention of this. Have you noticed any influx of strange creatures in the mountains since the last storm? Or at least creatures not native to the mountains before?
I spoke with Pharaoh. It's nice to have her in the village. And she mentioned some crystalline creatures that I've not heard of from the range thus far. But we don't have many guards amongst the mountain range. We mostly traverse to the different shrines. If there's anything else, I shall make a note of what they are if you are to pass by again. But outside of what you've seen, no.
Yes, those were on my mind as well. Pharaoh mentioned that the little called Murusus that we encountered, that she at least was not familiar with them in the area. Have you heard of the problems with the Naga attacks in the lower lands?
Word travels up and down the mountain here and there. We have heard the worries about the serpent folk.
There has been quite a lot of activity. To my understanding, they haven't come to the mountains because of the temperature drop. However, the Murusus mentioned a name. Yoskaik, I believe it was. That Edwin, I think, identified it as a serpentine in nature. I'm just worried maybe they are attempting to seek passage to the mountains, so I wish to at least give you a warning to keep an eye out.
I shall thank you for such. I will be sending some people to look over the new waterfall that has made itself. The Naga typically stick to the rivers, and if that connects into one, down on the ground floor, that should be their entrance here.
That is partly why I believe the Murusus might be maybe part of this, since they did ask us of a miracle. I didn't get the details because of the language barrier, but they seem to want exactly that, a river or water passage up the mountain.
I have high doubts that Shiva would aid the Nagas. They aren't worshippers of her. If anything, they are detrimental to her causes.
I'm of the same mind. But if they do manage to find a passage like that, well, it is good to at least be careful and know in advance. They have made some powerful allies in the lower lands already.
Hopefully the river-adjacent settlements will be fine.
I hope so as well. But thank you again for everything you've done.
And thank you for solving the shrine.
Of course, it was my duty. What about you, Zairan?
What's the question?
Are you turning in early? Like, I believe at least Hal and Edwin already head up to the room.
I will in a couple minutes. I got some things I need to work on. I was hoping Ultron would help me.
Alright. I'll probably head up to the room myself as well then. See you in a bit.
Good night, Dratinka.
As Zyron put himself onto the floorboards,
No.
you just sound like far away and muffled.
I have no idea why.
That's better.
Oh, it was maybe because my microphone was just down a little bit. I don't know.
It needs to be inside of your mouth.
Very nearly. It's annoying. But anyways, he's gonna sit for a little bit, and he has been learning little bits and pieces of the Ronsar language. So now he's gonna try to refine that for a little bit with Ultron and surprise everybody with it in the morning.
Ultron will, I don't know what the word would be, but yes, he will converse with you.
Theater.
Right.
Is anyone else doing anything before they go to sleep? Sounds like a no.
Nope. Al's just heading straight to bed.
Ew.
Day will pass into the next, at which point the missive that Zion wrote about Treacle to Hattahwood should arrive. You can also reattempt to spellcraft the headband, because I don't think you identified that. The one with the Shiva iconography across it that landed atop the longsword that you were able to identify.
What? 2 again.
I did not note down the spellcraft for these ones. I've got the link though. Neither of you know what it is still.
Stayed up too late last night reading. I need to get my head in the game.
Play some basketball. I don't know if anyone has any ability damage, but you'd recover 1. I think you had some near the desert, but I'm pretty sure all of that went.
Yeah, and I can also heal it now. If need be. At a rate of 1 per use, but the option is there. Or I can do it over a long period of time, like with 3 deadly wounds. Yeah, Eben will get up, start heading out. Say his hellos, but he's very much aware we have a ways to go.
Is the party setting out, or are they doing anything before they leave?
I haven't got anything to do, unless anybody else does.
Not really. Just say goodbyes, but move out.
Hey, making your way away from the settlement. Pharaoh will be leading at the front yet again. Is Drazenka using Endure Elements again?
Yeah, I'll cast Endure Elements Communal twice. So it'll give at least a couple hours for all of us, from what I calculated.
Nice.
Alright. Hey. With that active, the mountain is warmer today, and Endure Elements is enough to protect you. However, as you are going across the road and slightly downhill, I will need whoever is driving to make a drive check, please. I'm pretty sure you have the treads on, so you should have a +4 for this.
Did not add in the +4, so that'd be 17.
Very nice.
Okay. Whilst you are going down, you do have to pull on the reins a bit more than usual and skirt the carriage around more sheets of ice rather than just snow. However, you are able to avoid getting any damage to the carriage, though it is a bit of a more bumpy ride. Drazenka, are you driving as well?
No, I'm
Actually,
just...
no, you're level 4, it doesn't matter, you don't have Calm Mind. As the carriage makes its way down the mountain range, you'll get to the point where you would still kind of be counted in the area, but you're more on a flatlands part of it, as the temperature has risen quite considerably as you're no longer at top of the heights. However, it does come towards the evening as Pharaoh mentions a nearby apothecary, where you can set up shop for the night, especially since the chocobos don't exactly like being pushed too far. Which point, Drazenka and Zairin, you can both roll handle animal. Okay. You will both notice that the chocobos are a bit skittish and scared, though they're fine with going forward, but you definitely feel like something in the area is putting them off.
They're scheming.
Perhaps a predator nearby?
Maybe we should dismount and take a look around before they attack us.
What? We're getting out? Okay.
Pharaoh, do you sense that as well?
I can certainly tell it's quieter. The apothecary normally makes a lot of noise. If it's not wood creaking, it's the clanking of her glasses.
Out of interest, now that it's sort of been said, is it almost too quiet around here?
One could say that.
I have a bad feeling about this. And can we see the stuff to our left? So I shake it. There's a structure or something over there, and then there's like what looks like a boat hole to our right.
Yes, past the tree line to the northwest, you can see the outskirts of a wooden house, though it is a abnormal construction. It's not just completely square, with a fence surrounding it. From this side, you can't notice any doors or windows, except for the gate to the fence. The wooden fence can be seen through, and towards the northeast, you can see the remains of a campsite, though with the snow, it's going to be very hard to tell how old it is, though it is mostly covered. And just to the south of that, there is an excavation/hole in the ground that has several levels, but you can't see from this angle where it goes down to.
Can we see it is possibly connected to some kind of river or water source, though?
No, not from this angle.
Okay, so I'm not going to labor at that assumption then.
Can we tell what this is over here?
That's just the edge of the world.
Farah, did you say that your apothecary acquaintance is around, usually quite active, and around here? It seems too quiet.
Yes, her hut is just over there. She then points to the building. But she often goes into the underground caves. That's where she grows most of her fungi. She has a small stream through that hole.
Does that stream connect to a larger river?
No, it's mostly just collecting rainwater. It's just a massive well.
There's a
Drazenka,
weird circle on the ground over here, you guys.
Sorry, Zero, one moment. Howard Drazenka, would you mind looking at that hole and seeing if anything serpentine came out of it? If there's any tracks in the snow? Let's have a look at this circle.
This one?
Yeah, if possible.
Is the spot that I'm standing next to directly to Zairens, right? Is there like markings in the ground, or is that just background noise?
Background noise. It's just details. They are not
Okay.
pertinent to anything, really.
Just from here, it looks slightly odd. It looks like a face with an X through it or something like that.
I understand.
Just while they're doing that, can I detect magic this? Just to see if it is anything like a ward or something while Jazenka's kindly gone off to do that.
You can do so, yes.
Yeah, look over this area for any recent tracks.
Edwin, those aren't rocks, they are mushrooms, and they are very faintly magical, but you think they just have a natural magic to them. There's nothing specifically done to this area for them.
That's fine. As long as I know if they're magical, I'll just say to... I'm not going to sit here and figure out like their genus and whatever. I'll just say to Zaire, you are right, these things are vaguely magical, but I don't think they're here to harm us. Just try not to touch them, okay?
Yeah, I just stay away from them. They just... This formation is weird.
Rosenka, as you and Pharaoh head over to the hole in the floor, looking around for tracks, you can certainly tell that either someone purposely hid their tracks or Snowfall did it for them. But you will notice that there is just the slightest of divots, as if something slid across the floor and into the hole. And you're pretty sure it would have been a large tail. Now that you're at the hole, you'll see that it is 60 foot deep, and it ends into a stream of water that is not exactly rushing, but there is movement towards the north. Bobbing on the top, there is a boat that is coated in snow, as well as several crates and barrels. Pretty sure the crates and barrels are there normally. They don't seem to have been disturbed more than what somebody would have used them anyway.
Can I with the roll for how old the tracks were? The tail?
It's going to be very hard to tell just because of weather. It would have been within the past week. If you did want to go in there and can't spy it just because of zoom distance or what, there is a ladder there and there, so you can climb down into the hole and back out again.
Yeah, well, I'm not going down there alone.
Yep, that's fine.
Zairen's just gonna check out this campsite real quick.
Alright, you want to roll perception, or you got snow in your eyes?
Just to
Campsite.
possibly state the obvious, but the apothecary friend of yours are also like us. Alright?
No, she is a Vieran.
Oh, well, that answers the next question I was going to ask. Anyway, because something definitely went through here, and I don't believe that it was her. Unless Vieran suddenly have long and bulky tails.
I'm quite sure she's not been using any transformation potions like that.
Do you see anything, Al?
I don't know. Do I see anything? Perception to see if I can hear anything. I guess this is a house to the left.
Where are you? Oh, you're there. Yes, that is a house directly to your left connected to a fence that you can see through.
Well, I noticed this house up here. I wonder if there's anything in there.
Does the house look like it's from where we are? Are there signs of forced entry or anything like that?
From where you are, I think Al can see it. no, she can't see it because of lighting. And from you, no. Not from where you are, you can't see much. The door to the gate can't be seen through. You can just see through the fence part, and from where you are, you can't see the main entrance to the house.
Okay, I'll just say to Al, we should wait for them to get back, find out what's going on over there.
Got me to climb down there, Redzinka.
Something went down there, and I suppose that is our next question. Do we look at the house first, or do we descend first?
I would like to make sure nothing's in the house. There's also an entrance to the well there.
Alright, let's go catch up with everybody else then.
Indeed.
I take it nothing was off with the camp, Siren?
Not that I could tell. I'm not very good at looking at things. I mean, there's no just obvious dead bodies or anything like that that I could see.
I will warn everyone about the circle. I know it's probably not a big deal, but just to not disturb it as they come up.
What's up with the circle?
It has some kind of magic in it. Weak, but there. What did you all find?
Well, it might be what we suspected, and our Serpentine friends have found access to this area.
Yeah.
Or something with a large enough tail to leave an indent on the snow.
Well, we better check the house then. For all we know, someone could be really badly hurt in there. Now, Zaire, would you mind taking the door? Yeah, I won't draw. West, my...
Al, as you come up to the door to the gate to the fence, you can hear it creaking slightly as it is ajar.
What, the gate door is already partly open?
Yes.
Looks like someone's already been here. Now we'll just open up the gate pretty swiftly.
Opening up the gate, you can see partway into the house as the front door is open and creaking rather loudly in the cool winds, and it leads into another room at the back where the door is also open, but more still. You can also see the glistening of blood across the floorboards.
Looks like we got something up here.
Let's move quick. Pharaoh, you're best probably staying here.
Pretty dark in here. Someone bring a light. Wait, I have a light. I'm gonna crack a sunrod.
Alright.
I was going to just activate
One
the ion
sunrod
torch as
left.
we have.
Yeah, it's alright.
With the sunrod beaming light everywhere, you'll see that the blood trail leads to the underneath of a trap door, the handle of which has a bloody handprint across it.
Now
Can
I'm
I-
gonna slowly reach down for the handle.
Can we at least try and tell how old the blood is? Is it recent?
Yeah, I was gonna do that. Like, how old is the blood?
You can roll survival.
Can I roll a heal? It's okay if you say no.
Sure.
To be fair, Jadek is
It
right
probably
on it.
stretches how far heal can be used, but sure.
Nah, Jadek has already got it, it's alright.
Drazenka, looking over the blood, once it has dried onto the wood, it's probably more absorbed into it. As far as you can tell, it is at most a day old.
Seems to be quite fresh.
So we need to get down there.
There's some more rooms over there that I can't see in. That's too dark.
Sorry, Zoe. Someone could be dying down there. We need to help them.
Oh, that's fine. I just was suggesting somebody who could see over there.
Ow.
Doesn't seem like in the first room and the second door is locked, and I'm not about to waste time on it. But I could see through the window, it seemed clear.
Okay. Now, would you do the honors?
She will open the trapdoor.
Opening the trap door, you'll see on its underside that there is a scorch mark, kind of like drawn into it, as if it was a fine line striking the underside of the door. And on the inside, it leads into a staircase that goes back on itself.
So is it almost like a trap that's already gone off, or is it just a marking?
You can roll knowledge, arcana, or spellcraft, and you can do it without spellcraft, without detect magic. You get the trained, of course.
Would one give me more information than the other?
For this, not really. Edwin, looking at the scorch marks across the underside of the trap door, it looks like it was hit with a bolt of lightning from some sort of thunder spell.
And we know the Naga have been using lightning pretty prolifically. Okay. This looks like Thunderburn. Right. We can't waste time, we need to get down there now.
Let's move then.
Geronimo!
Climbing down the staircase, you make your way into what would have been dark, but is now lit up by Owl's sunrod, as well as a bit of light from the trapdoor itself. Into the underground, which you could assume the well is attached to, as the air is moist and the walls are a glistening steel-like colour. The most closest parts to you have several tables set up with carving and excavation materials, as well as a pan and bowl for cleaning of the metals and minerals.
I'm going to activate my ion torch, please.
If Siren wasn't on top of you, I would do that for you. There you go.
Thank you. With that amount of blood coming out of someone, is it a safe bet to say they probably didn't get that far?
If they had no means of healing themselves, there's a good chance they've died. Though you do know that this lady is an apothecary, so they do have access to healing potions.
Yeah. I wouldn't want to suggest this, but it may be worth splitting up to look
Hold
for where
up.
this person
I
is.
spot something.
Alright.
Moving through the underground, your steps do echo throughout the stone corridors, as you see parts of the stone creating an archway to the southwest. And with the light of Owl, you can see that there is a hulking mass of brown rock shifting around in that corridor. They can easily see your light, but they seem to be more focused on something else.
I'll describe what it looks like to the party. Do you guys want to talk to this thing, or can I just go bash its head in?
Just wanted to see what it was, sorry. Drazenka, can you have any idea if there are any footprints from the fork? Are they even down this way? Or Al, did you see anything on the way here?
Nope, it's the first thing I saw. It was this thing.
I can try and look, but wouldn't we want to deal with that first if it turns out hostile?
I simply don't want to waste the time with it if it's... Oh, forget it. We can't sit here and debate. If you want to fight it, fine.
Now that's my language. And she'll start to transform.
As you transform, the rocky creature will certainly see that as a hostile action as we go into the tunnel.
Well, that is her language.
Certainly use your language. That's showing how good the combat's going to be for today, right?
I hope so.
Alright, and first up is Al.
Al's gonna move on down and go and I can't remember if my single attack's a bite or a claw, but whatever it is, he's gonna do it. Oh, and Al should have dark vision, but dragon.
There you go.
Thank you.
With the dragon making their way downtown, they give out a massive bite to that mound of rock. However, you're unable to crunch through its earthy exterior. Drazenka.
Do we get knowledges?
It is knowledge dungeoneering.
It's a no from me.
Alright, this is a roll dough. It is a steamy hell covered by a hard shell. You can learn 2 traits.
Is it a striker, midfielder?
It's a guy who hurts his shin.
I'm pretty good with maybe weakness and immunities, the normal bag to go for with the lever.
You're saying weakness and immunities?
Yeah, Jas has not done the lever, but I'm pretty sure he has one or
There
two
it is.
anyway. If everyone else is cool with that.
This guy. No, it's not like
It's good.
Loot.
That's me. I'm working on.
Righty. It is weak to ice, and it has no immunities.
Drazenka.
Use those fancy new spells.
Mm-hmm.
If you did care, it is small sized.
Is there enough space for anyone to stand here?
Yeah, sure.
But that should be close enough. Still gets cover, but it's fine. Just need to saving. Sure, you try to cast Blizzard 2 at it.
Alright. Do you have precise shot for casting spells?
I'm very sure I do.
Most clerics
So
get it.
proficiency, yeah.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's
I
fine.
do.
It's just
No, it's
plus 4 to AC for cover.
Yeah.
Al still has the light on her though, doesn't she?
No, it morphs into her body. Sun Rod isn't a magical thing she
Ooh.
can wear.
Okay.
Does this change what I want to do, knowing that Zaren can't see what's happening down there?
I can move to the land to see, because I've got a light source on me.
I guess my second question would be, can anyone stand here in this square?
Yes.
Okay, so then that's fine. So instead of 5 foot stepping, I'm just gonna... Pretty sure I have to double move to get there. Yeah, it's just too far away, so I'm double moving to get here.
Alright.
Thank you. I yelled that there's a second one.
Zaire, as far as you know, that area is complete darkness.
I can see down there right now. Just
Yeah, it's because of Edwin's iron stone where he is.
yeah, so I mean I can still I can see to the wall, but it's just not very bright for me.
I think you can see that first Raldo. However, since they are in dim lighting, they do have mischance.
I don't have a way to get down there that's actually going to be helpful. Just gonna wait up here until I can get over there. I can't get through that hallway.
There's the rules for you.
I guess I'll move down. Oh, I guess there is more room down here to maneuver than I thought. Okay. That should be it for me.
Alright. Goes to Raldo as he does a sprinting slide across the grass to hit Al on the shins. I don't think Zion can see this. I think you might be able to see that one still. However, it seems it wasn't expecting a dragon and decided it was just going to punch the floor instead. Edward.
Okay. I'm probably going to be that useful as a fire realistically, but seeing that it's dark down there, I'm going to move to here. I need another. I have to be in melee range, don't I? So I have to be like flanking
Yes.
or something. Yeah. Okay. Not really much else I could do at this point. I will, use Pathfinder Inspiration because that is a move action, and I can do that. But that'll be done.
Alright. This other Raldo is going to throw some fists at Drzenka. So we'll check this one. Nope. Drzenka, you are hit twice for 6. And then we'll go to Owl. Jester?
Sorry, I didn't hear you say it was my go. Is it possible to 5 foot that way, or is the wall sort of squeezing it?
You can fight it there, that's fine.
So I shall do that, and we'll full attack this one.
Move into there, you let loose with all of your body, and with the first bite, whilst you're able to crunch through it, you do feel quite a bit of resistance, as you're doing it less than normal. Your 2 claws will hit. Your first wing will miss, but your second will hit.
Now, do your attacks count as magical? Or no?
Not yet.
Okay.
They are going to, but I don't think it's yet. We'll double check.
That's
that.
cool. Just didn't know if it was something we got soon. Cool.
Zenka.
Yeah, level 5.
Okay, if I was able to 5 step here, there's like route enough to move around. Right?
Yes.
Alright, I'm going to first Blessing of the Faithful, because I completely, it's a new thing. I'm gonna give this to Owl, which is sort of the last round, but that's fine. +2 sacred bonus to attack skills, ability checks, and saves
Nice.
for a round.
Sorry, how much was it? +2.
+2.
So it's sacred, which is
Yeah,
very
stacks
good.
for currently everything we have.
+2 to
Uh,
everything, I love it.
Basically everything. Unfortunately, low damage though. That's my standard. I'm gonna activate Whiteout. So you get additional temp HP.
Thank you.
And
Did
these
you say
guys-
you were blessing?
Ow.
Okay.
Because it's close range. These guys need to make the fort save.
Do you have to pick a thing with that ability, or is it?
Yeah, it says or. That's
Oh, right.
weirdly
I was
worded.
about to
Sorry.
say or.
I know,
Sorry.
when I was reading it, I thought the same thing, and then it said at the bottom like or. There's only like there's
Alright,
only
then,
right towards the
then
end.
attacks. Then attacks. Sorry, that's my bad. It's a new thing and it's been 2 weeks.
It's fine.
I swear I know how to read.
Is
Um,
it- I'm assuming it's a blessed bonus.
Sacred.
bonus, I mean.
yes. So I'm a holy woman.
That's profane.
Holy woman, woman of faith.
Blood with. And then I'm just going to move around. And I'm pretty sure that's all I can do.
Okay, so it's just a buffing thing. Alright. All of the temp health. How did you move, by the way?
I just
That's
run
all we have.
around.
Okay, whiteout means you don't provoke, doesn't it?
Yep, means that I don't provoke Hattahwood when I move.
Okay.
Then I need to save from being slowed.
That's 4 to save, yeah?
Yep. The DC 14.
So I'm just goddamn text. Oh no, it's at the top. How dare you do what I asked you to do and me not read it? The one on the left seems like he's incredibly fine with the cold, even though he's weak to it, as he crits, and the one on the right also ignores it.
I'm sure these guys are sturdy. Well,
Zyrin.
He's gonna take a 5-foot step, and he's going to do a quote-unquote full attack. So he's gonna use a temporal point, and he's gonna attack the guy that is right here. I believe that Al is right off to the right of this guy. Is that correct? Hello?
The one to your south is the one that's been hit.
Right, but Al is directly to the right of that one. And she's transformed.
Yes.
Okay.
You can hear her. She is there, yes.
Yeah, I can hear her, but I can't see her. But
Yeah.
I was she's transformed, so I was gonna put the flanking bonus in there.
I don't think you need to be able to see her for the pack stuff.
It just says we have to be adjacent to the same creature.
I mean, the creature now is being flanked.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure you should be fine.
Are you guys flanking me? What?
No.
Just let you know what you're talking about.
Definitely not. Just look that way.
Yeah, it doesn't say anything about sight, it just says when you're flanking. Yeah, I guess it's fine. It doesn't, like, account for everything, but it also doesn't say no. You stab out with your S-stock. As you're able to hit him with the first one, however, you are doing less than usual. Did you say you added in the flanking bonus or no?
I did, and even with adamantine, it's still doing less damage against these guys.
Still doing less damage, yes.
Ugh, I hate
Could have
that.
asked for DR type. That's my bad.
And the second one will miss.
Still, you get sneak attack then. Does that work?
Yeah.
Except flanked.
I suppose you would know you're hitting a precise area. You know it's being reduced, but yes, you'd still be able to hit a vital spot.
Okay, cool.
Yay.
As for Ronaldo, who is being flanked, he's gonna be very upset and attack you back. It is going to go for Al, as she is doing the most work to him. The first one is battered away by your wing, however the second one will hit you in the face on the other side. As Al, you will take 4 damage. Just remember you have a lot of temp.
I have a lot of temp, so I'll just take that off my temp.
Clarify, I don't think we planned this, but we do have a lot of temp. I'm just gonna go to here to get an idea of what is going on. There isn't a hell of a lot I can do here, and I feel like, guys, you've got this. To reiterate, I can't aid another Zyra because I have to be in melee range with the enemy, correct? Or with an ally?
Yes, you need to be in melee range of the enemy to give the ally either attack or AC.
Okay, cool.
There is a feat to do it at range, but you don't have it.
No, I don't. I did look into that, but yeah. Aid another is not the best. It's a bit situational. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna let you guys crack on. I won't waste time with it. There's no point in me getting in there. I know, wait, hold on. I can stand there, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Go there. I don't know if I provoke technically. Or do
No.
I go diagonal? Okay, cool.
You can go diagonal, that's fine.
I will try and give one a stab. Go for the one that's being flanked.
And moving to the side, you see the precise, well, less precise movements because the S-Stock is wider, but you go for the same spot that Zaire hits. You don't get precision, do you?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm flanking with Drusenka. Straight across.
Oh, you're not hitting the one. Okay. I thought
You-
you said you were hitting the one that's already been flanking, but you mean the one you're flanking with.
I'm flanking
Okay.
with, yes, sorry to clarify, the one below me.
So you don't hit the same spot, but you do hit it, but doing less damage than normal.
That's
Same spot, a different creature.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's the kidney, I've got to get the kidney. Alright, that's me done.
The Rowdor does not appreciate that, as it's going to retaliate against Edwin. First will miss you. The second will say hello as you take 4 damage.
Okay.
Ow.
That's what I said.
Al will continue hitting the one that's 0 and Al flanking. There it is.
As you attack the one you are flanking, you get your mouth around whatever this thing's head would be, crunching on down fiercely as you will break it apart, and it will fall to the floor.
I will 5 foot and continue my onslaught to the other one.
I was about to say, can you just throw the
I mean, you are technically still flanking because Ziren's there.
Yep.
First claw will hit. Second claw will hit. First wing hits. Second wing will miss. As you tear apart this rocky creation.
Nice.
Drusenka.
I'll keep the blessing on Al. Still +2 to attack rolls. And in the meanwhile, I'm going to take a Shatter Strike at the last one. You.
Is that with flanking?
It should be.
Damn. I was hoping.
Not even using the +1 sword. Bringing down your blades, you feel it is stunted somewhat from its exterior, but you're still able to crack through the rock as the ice pierces in, explodes on the inside, and has the juicy interior bleed out.
Is that a campfire? Sorry. Or is that just part
It's a
of
campfire and it explodes in experience.
Fair enough.
Yes, indeed. To the right, there is a small campfire setup with a crate, though the crate is slightly... the lid is slightly moved off to the side.
I'm going to take a note of that, but Edwin is going to start. I would like to do this, but he's in a state of not panic, but EMT trying to get to a situation. It's going to start moving off.
Hold on a little. I'm gonna just, I guess, in the area we're at, just try to take a look at the floor, see if there are any other tracks than these two. See if this is even the area we should go through.
I also made sheets for the iron torches and sun rods, so you can pull those in now. Saves me have to keep editing the tokens.
Fair enough, thank you.
Thank
What
you.
is the next level?
15.
15.
Looking over the floor, that is thankfully not black and white due to Owl's light. You'll see that there are several boot imprints in the dust, as well as whatever you would assume these creatures have for their feet. But as far as you can tell, no tail-like imprints.
Is there any way to see how old the boot prints are? Or is it there?
There's a mess of durations, but They're mostly all older than 2 days.
There's no one down here unless
can-
there's.
Circle around to make sure, but I do not believe she came through here recently. At least not that recent, that the blood on the hatch.
Nothing down here but a tent. Let's move on. I'll have a look at this later.
Could be a temporary camp while she excavated.
Maybe.
Where's Seiren?
He's back there. I think he was taking.
He's in the darkness.
I'll go back to light him. Oh no, he's warped. And he's rolled a nat 20 perception, so I don't know what that was for.
I was just checking out the tent area back there. I didn't want to interrupt while you guys were talking, though.
No, that's alright. I just didn't know if something had happened.
No, I was just trying to figure out anything that might be useful back there.
This doesn't look right. This is an excavation area. She wouldn't run here.
Yes, a dead end.
Let's go back to the
I'm
fork.
out of memory. What?
Need to download some more dated RAM.
I'll go back to the fork on the road and start looking for tracks. Again.
God damn, getting my sun rod stuck in the wall.
Rename it Wilson.
No.
Just gonna say it's Wilson all over again.
Where is everyone? Oh,
They went back. Was you just going forwards now?
hello. Oh. What have I just...
Jazinka, as you look over the area there, you will notice that there are serpentine as well as boot tracks leading towards the north. Whereas Al, as you are circumventing where the party went and going underneath another stone archway, you'll come up to a cross junction with another path off to the south, as well as west, east, and north. However, the northern path leads into a broken apart flooring with a few pillars that you could hopscotch across with jump checks. And underneath, there is a 20-foot drop, not exactly a chasm, but underneath you can see that there are several floating rocks with cores in the center. They don't seem to pay much mind to you where you are, but unsure of how they would react if you were to fall down.
The tracks lead to north. Where's our one, Seiren?
Ebba gets very close to swearing and walks back. You two, we're going north.
But there are things here.
Doesn't matter, someone's in danger, we have to leave now.
Okay.
Lead the way.
Coming up to the north, you will find a very tall stone structure. Towards the north, there is also another stone archway, and to the south, you hear the slithering of snakes as they come around the corner.
Damn it, Al. Get us out, Chloe. Beautiful.
The one time I get good initiative. God damn it.
It's time for it.
I'm just talking more about everyone has to one-up me.
I can hold if you want to, if that makes you feel better.
Nah.
Yeah, there's not a hell of a lot I can do. Going first, no one's injured.
I'm gonna roll his initiative for him. There, lovely.
Aw.
I am back.
You're
Not
back just in
that
time for me to
initiative
see you roll a 2.
How could you?
It's your fault for not being here, right?
Just go back.
Raging.
Edwin.
Rage.
Just ever so slightly quicker off the mark, he is going to use Battlefield Inspiration to basically say, we need to do this quick. 10 HP for everybody. Do I have any buffs? No, because I'm a medic. Okay. That's a move, and I'm just gonna go. Just gonna move to here. That's it. For me. So, lines of sight still open.
Alright, if you are marking temporary health in the actual box for it, remember to reset it because it would end up the fight, so you would just have 8 now.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone has any long duration temp right now.
Never get long duration, to be fair, either.
Brzezinka.
Toss another blessing to Ao. I think she gets the most use out of it, so +2 to attack still. I'm just gonna move on over, and these are just Nagglings, right?
Yes, you know that they are just Nogglings.
Yeah.
I did ask about the blessing as well. The text has now been updated to that, so it's a bit more clear now.
Would you allow me to have swap for the +1 sword?
Did you forget you had it?
Maybe.
Sure.
But also I knew those guys were tougher, so I would have used adamantine on those guys anyway, before. I haven't made it into an attack, wow. Yeah, sure, Shatter Strike. Okay. Ew.
They're flat-footed.
They are not flat-footed. They had the surprise round to move to there.
They're not flat-footed.
You try and slash down with your sword, however that Nargling will wiggle around and dodge the blade. Goes to the one that was just almost accosted, as they are going to 5 step back. And are going to cast a spell.
Just in case it isn't thunder.
You know that they are casting Dark,
Alright, good to know.
which they have also casted before.
Yep.
Drzenka, you are hit with quite the impactful Mound of Darkness, as they will crit you. For 9 shadow damage. And you give me a Fortitude save, please.
Nope.
You're able to stave off whatever effects that would have came with, which you would know is dimmed. Zaira.
I'm gonna move up through my friends. Is that a applicable space to stand, or is
Yes.
that okay? And then I'm gonna do a singular precise strike on this one here.
Over to there, you dive your stock deep. As blood goes across the floor and wall.
Obviously, no sneak attack, but other than that, that's my turn.
That Nagnik is going to 5-step back and cast a spell on Zyran. However, they are bleeding profusely as they shoot it to the floor along with the blood. Ow.
Ow, we'll move down. I don't know where's the best place because I don't know if Jazenka can stand there. Because if I go there, I don't know if Jazenka can then hit them.
Can I stand here?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay, then it resolves all my issues. Now I was gonna walk
Everything is
in.
good.
Does matter because I'll stand there because she's small. Or smaller than me.
She'll drop her axe as a free action, pull out her claws, and do a nice claw at this one in front of her.
Do you fully move?
Yes, it's not meant to be a full attack, sorry. That's just the first claw.
You slash at the Nagling and draw more blood. Edwin.
Okay, I thought I was going to have to field Jazenka, and then I remembered she has 10. So... That's not all I can do, really. Because I want to get the actual people who hit hard at melee in. I will... Yeah, I'm going to ready an action in case someone gets hit particularly hard. Basically, the next individual to be hit on our side, I'll go and triage. That's what I'll do. Speed up.
Is triage a standard?
It is, yes.
Okay.
Surgery is a standard as well, but it's a full round for multiple targets. So basically, if I do one person, I can prepare it.
Jazenka.
Keep the blessing on now. 5 step down and burn so many glacials, so I'm just gonna take a single strike at this guy. Still can't roll good with my sword.
You slash out the Nagling as they dodge around yet again. Said Nagling is gonna 5-step back. And it's going to cast a spell at Ow. And almost hit his friend in the back. Zyran.
5-foot step. Gonna use a temporal point. And I'm gonna do a full attack.
So much green.
Yeah, unfortunately not in the best places, but it's good.
Moving on up. You stab the first fellow straight through his head as it will fall to the floor.
That's with the first attack?
Yes.
Oh man, does that mean I still? Well, I got my temporal point back anyways, because I killed it, so that's fine.
Nice. Those greens.
Ow.
I'm assuming I can't 5-foot step on top of a dead body.
No, it's difficult terrain.
Eh. I'll just move around behind it.
The Nargling will whip out with its bite at you. As it will crunch on you for 8 and require you to make a fortitude save, please. You stave off the effects.
Amazing.
Is Edwin still going to do triage?
If ours been hit, yes. But hold on, did she just get hit like moving over there?
Yes.
You didn't
She
take
still
damage.
has to,
though.
that
I
was
took
yeah.
no damage because I
Yeah.
had 10 HP.
That was
Like-
actually the temp.
Then I can't because I can't heal her.
Okay.
So now being here, I'll transform and then I'll bite this thing in dragon form.
Did you take out HP damage?
Damage is
I
damage.
don't- Yeah,
Oh,
I
it
don't
works,
think I
cool.
actually have to take physical damage, but yeah, I still took damage. Chomp. Not a good enough chomp, damn it.
You chomp into its backside. And even though you say it's not a good chomp, still hits. Edwin.
Has very little to do. You guys
Stab it.
seem to have this. So I'm gonna go. So it's will provoke. So I'm gonna go to here and then basically to here. So if it can do another attack, it'll take one. But I'm just getting out of the way of basically everyone else, going down to here. Pretty sure I
It does not attack you. Drazenka.
I do poke it though.
Oh, did you have enough speed?
No, I don't. Sorry. So, nope.
Do you have your rapier out?
I do. Yes. So I do provide flanking.
I don't know, 5-foot step and try again. Hopefully with the help of an ally. Roll more than a 10. Nope.
You strike out, and even with Shiva's blade, you're unable to hit the Nargling.
But Drazenka
just-
taking levels in warrior next level.
Just keep tracking stuff, I guess.
At which point, this Nargling does not like his chances. And it is going to withdraw. Actually, it's going to try an acrobatics.
Bold.
All right, Al and Edwin, what are your CMDs?
Not Drazenka as well, or was that not?
My
Oh yeah,
17
Drazenka, sorry.
I do.
is 17.
Mine is also 17.
15.
So it would be 23. He passes.
Stupid snake people.
It will acrobatics to here, and then it's going to move normally, which will provoke from Edwin.
And I can't
Take
fucking
off
stop
his
it.
head.
Can I use a special ability to swap me and Zaya around so we can't move?
No.
Yeah, I whiff that.
You poke your rapier as the Nargaling is slithering across the floor, so you hit nowhere near him. And he is going to make his way downtown and jump across to this rock formation here. Or is there a more direct route?
Damn, he's got some speed.
Oh, you can jump there. It's only 20.
I mean, with the acrobatics as well.
He acrobatics to your sides, which is half speed, then he moved normally.
No,
Jumping doesn't reduce your speed.
No, true. Fair enough.
It's just you can only jump to your max speed. That's why you can still only go 20.
Alrighty.
And it'll go to Zyron.
That's irritating. I'm gonna double move. So there's 25, and then I'm gonna hopscotch across.
It's an acrobatics of 5 if you have a chance of failing. You have plus 11, you don't have a chance of failing. Yeah, you won't be able to stand on the same stone, but you can go there. Yeah, that works.
So that's 30 to, or 25 to the corner there. Another 20 to here. That's 45. I'm gonna scooch on one more over here, and that's all I can do because that's a double move.
Very nice.
All right. Ow.
Al will
You can fly, right?
fly. Yes, she can.
Nice.
You can get onto the same rock as her. It looks like.
No, you can't go on the same rock. The rocks are like one person sized.
Gotcha.
Oh, just
It's
fly
just
next
that
to
they're
her.
not in a square. But you would be adjacent on the rocks. You can melee if you want.
Nice. So now I will bite.
With flanking.
Yes. Yes, I
Ooh,
will.
Lord.
And landing on the rock, you're very adamant about not letting the Nargaling get away, as you will chomp its head off at the neck as the rest of the body falls into the pit below.
Have you seen that video of the dog that bites that snake and like whips it around and throws it in the bush? That's kind of what I'm imagining right now. Good work. Oh shit.
Did we disturb the rock golem things down there? Elementals?
The Earth Elementals are staring at the corpse, but they aren't hostile anyway.
Did the corpse actually fall down into the water?
It's not water, it's just a hole.
Oh, okay.
There's no water down there.
This still did it fall
There's a
down?
bit of water. Yes, the body did fall down there.
I don't want to disturb them, but I want to get that fish scale.
Luke Goblin.
It can wait.
We might need to come back for its own.
Yeah,
Although-
just double check if the tracks continue north.
As you continue off towards the north to follow the tracks, we shall have our break here.
Okay, but real quick, you said I can't fail that jump, right?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
It's a DC 5. You have plus 11. Unless you have some weird version of jumping. Zyra just takes a dip in a pond after I said we're having a break. And I shall be right back. Have you activated the sounds?
No.
Well, I heard myself. You're lying to me. How could you do this? Okay, so is Zyron actually taking a dip in that pond over there, or is he just gonna continue with the party?
He was checking out the area over there. Probably wouldn't actually go in the water.
Well, you will indeed find yourself a pond, mostly in the darkness.
Just water.
As you come up to this point, you will hear running water just on the other side of this wall. So you can probably tell it's weaker, or at least thinner, than most others, as well as the air getting even more thick with the moisture from the water. And coming around to the side, you'll see it dips into a flowing stream, though the water is coming from the north and heading southwards.
I accidentally stole someone's sunrise.
It's yours now.
I think you thought you were accidentally inside of me.
Was Peter River Pharaoh mentioned?
Possibly.
Don't tell me we
Tracks
have to
empty.
go swimming.
How deep is the water?
You don't know, as the water has a very thick blue hue, and it's too dark to see much further than a few feet.
But the tracks definitely led this way.
That's what I saw, yes.
Oh shit.
There was-
Okay. Sorry.
There was a boat at the well entrance. So I could back up top and try that way.
It's possible they've done that. Gone to better ground. Doesn't sound like a bad idea. Oh, why are we
Yeah.
standing here?
There's also a way we haven't explored yet.
This is the way the tracks led.
It is. How is your swimming? Otherwise, we're going to have to go up and round.
I can fly.
I can also attempt to follow Pharaoh's lead from earlier and reach out to the lady.
It's worth a try. If you can. And just to clarify, sorry, Gia, the tracks that Drazenka found did go this way, I'm pretty sure, right? They went
Yes.
down here. Until they stop basically where she is.
Yes, you do not see tracks in the water.
I didn't think so, but I'm just making sure they didn't double back or anything. Cool.
There are some older, like, blueprints that do double back, just because she would normally go through here, but the newest ones do go through this way.
If you can, Drazenka would be much appreciated, but if not, Edwin is going to take off his armor if we do need to swim while you're doing that.
You may also want to move your microphone close to your face, JB, or just speak louder.
I will.
Can I borrow the sunrod owl?
Here you go. Reluctantly passing it over.
Do we not all have ion torches, or am I going insane?
Pretty sure we got at least some for it all.
I
I'm
have
just
handed
gonna
out
go,
a few.
I'm just gonna go hop in the water up here.
As you hop in the water, Zyron, are you short hair? You're like a rat, aren't you?
I think it's more akin to like a mole, so not very long hair.
Trying to load up the cocoon page.
Yeah, you almost look like a, as you say, like a short-nosed mole or something.
True.
Yeah, it's like a weird
Yeah,
shrew
mole or a
mole
shrew
thing.
or
So I
something.
guess you have short hair or fur, or whatever. As you get in there, your hair stands on end as it is absolutely freezing to the point it hurts when you first get in.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for Trzanka to do what she was gonna do.
Yeah,
Can I
pretty much.
touch the bottom? Is more what I'm concerned about right this second.
You do not touch the bottom. You need to be kicking your feet.
Well, it's deeper than I am tall.
That'll help pulling back out of the water.
Yep, you're. It's not fast running. It's easy enough to pull him out or just climb out.
Perhaps for a future reference, maybe do not jump into unknown waters underground when you cannot see the bottom.
That would probably be the wise thing to do. Yeah.
Does magical hygiene help like dry someone off?
I believe
That
it
is
does.
a good
Yeah,
question.
immediately drying them, yeah. I'd say it does, so
It
I'm just
dries
gonna
them, but not their
cast magical,
clothing.
as well as immediately drying them. I don't know.
I'm not a professor of this. I don't know this shit.
Because magical cleaning is for clothing, magical hygiene is for the person.
Well, it better to at least have one.
But you could dry him. He'll just be in heavy, wet clothes.
I'm just doing it anyway.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna mimic the posture I took, like grab the necklace and just close my eyes by my head and start giving a short prayer to Shiva.
In the meantime, Zayrn will take his cloak and his shirt off and wring them out as best as he can.
You could probably see Zaire just shaking.
Should still have the interior elements. If that helps. I don't know how many hours we've been traveling.
Would this be
7.
would this be like akin to like a polar bear swim type thing? Or would it be worse than that?
I don't know what you mean by polar bear swim.
You get up at the butt crack of dawn and you go out to a very, very cold water source and you go swimming. I did
ice
this
swimming?
once in a mountain stream fed lake. Yeah, it was incredibly cold. But after a little while you get used to it.
I mean, you have endure elements, so it's not going to be too detrimental. It's just incredibly cold. Like, to the point you're surprised the water isn't ice.
So supernaturally cold then.
Bordering on, yeah.
Okay.
Drzenka, as you try and give a prayer to Shiva, you don't notice much effects aside from parts of the water turning more white, though it becomes more like a slush or sleet rather than anything you could really walk on.
There is a look of disappointment to her when she looks up and realizes this and turns back to the party. Either I do not have the finesse that Pharaoh has, or this would take too long. You're probably better off looking for a different way down here, or we probably... Hang on. My headphones are being weird or something.
You got attacked by the giant wasp.
Yes, as I was saying, we're probably better off looking for a different way down here, or going around up top to the boat in the well. It's coming from Jack B.
Yeah, Jack, you're buzzing.
There's
But not the good type of buzzing. It's either you've got like some weird radio waves going around, or you've got loose wire.
Well, I can't hear the static anymore. So he did something.
Yeah, and can't even hear him. Unless he's not talking.
He doesn't want to talk.
Cold got to his throat.
I was talking. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, and you're quiet.
Okay, that's fine. As long as I can be heard.
I could just turn you up on Discord, so it's going to be an issue with the stream.
I can sort that out. It's just because of my mic. I'll do that in a second. Yeah, Edwin's not going to argue at this point. He'll just basically, if we're going to go up, he's going to run towards the hatch.
Is the party going to be heading up the staircase then?
Yeah.
Looks like it.
As Ours just left alone at the water.
Yeah. It's dark. Give my son.
If only you had a light source.
Like if he came to Zaire and then Zaire just went off.
Yeah.
Just nicked it when walking past Aaron.
Alright. I shall move you up.
In all fairness, as soon as we get up there, Edwin's going to start running towards the hole. I'm assuming everyone else is, but I might be wrong there.
Yeah, Drasenka's gonna follow close.
I'll be running ahead of you.
Vero will start to ask a question, but you will just pass it.
Can't talk, gotta go, bye.
Zarian will stay and explain the situation as best I can.
She will understand.
I'm
Man
out of
behind you.
memory again.
What? Are you running a load of extensions or something?
No.
I think you should turn off the legends. Just uninstall it.
Never. You can't make me.
Chloe!
Bring Swain back. Get Chloe out.
Doubtful.
Of this. She'd throw my computer out a window if she had the option.
Is everyone going into the hole?
my guess.
I don't like
Yeah.
it, but I'm doing it anyway.
All right. I shall move you into there. Taking the ladders into the hole, you'll come across a stone platform of such, though it's really just the ground floor. However, it is covered in snow and it's slightly more submerged than the other side, almost as if the water level has risen. The boat is rickety and bobbing across the water as the water slowly runs towards the north.
And geographically, we know where the tracks ended went north as well, right?
Yes.
Alright, in the boat. Let's go.
Before we get in the boat, I'm just trying to give a quick look over to see if it's in working condition.
It's not taking on water.
How many
Good
people
enough.
is that boat meant for?
The boat is. It could hold 4 of you, but you're pretty sure it's only meant for 2 or 3.
Oh boy.
We got like 1 here, 2 that are like smaller than usual, and 1 big. So it evens out.
It works out, right? Yeah.
So you're telling me I have to sit next to Al?
You can do that much for this occasion.
Fine. I guess that means we're rowing too, doesn't it?
Treat it like competition. We have lives to save.
Not everything needs to be a competition.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna suggest it for this. I was gonna say we should probably try to be in sync as much as possible.
Just give me both the oars. I can do it. I'm the strongest one here.
Yeah, but I have to sit next to you. There's not enough room in the boat for us to be single file or anything like that.
You just have to sit on Edwin's lap.
I really don't care. We need to keep going.
Yes, let's move.
Teresenka, you should probably be up front to let us know of any dangers that are coming. Your senses are better than the rest of us underground, I think.
You also need to take account of the boat's balance.
Edwin's probably gonna have to be at the back then.
I'll be there. I will let you jump into the back of the boat.
The current's probably gonna do a lot of the work for us, so let's just get in and start going.
Who's going to be rowing?
I will.
Oh.
What check do you need?
Pretty sure there is one for this. It's not on the sheet. Pretty sure it's just the. It's not navigation. It's something else. It's in FFd20.
Drive.
It would be pilot, right?
No, pilot is for flying airships, but navigate is for both airships and regular ships. So we'll go with drive.
Maybe I should be driving then.
Certainly.
In base Pathfinder, it's survival.
Well, Zyron's already driving. He took the oars and turned it into a wheel.
It's a special
Alright.
rowboat.
Yeah. The boat definitely sinks a bit into the water. You're virtually on the edge of the weight capacity of it. And it's more a case of pushing the walls or hitting the bottom of the water with the oar to go forward. It's really hard to actually row it properly. But you are able to get some distance into the rather cramped hallway ahead. The further you go, the slightly faster the stream gets, as the boat starts to get brushed on either side. Not exactly in this world, but very akin to a car wash, as you can hear the creaking of the wood and snapping of twigs. And as you continue heading up northways, you can hear the water getting a bit faster, as well as the sense that the water is fighting against another current. As you get to this point, the northern current starts to die down a bit as it becomes more normal, but since Zyron is piloting, driving, whatever, the ship, you're able to still make some distance as it comes to a turn. As you come to here, however, with Al basically doing a Titanic on the very edge, she will notice across the water's edge a shadow as it comes up to the top, its pincers digging deep into the boat. That's a great response to him.
To a scorpion? Yeah. I was tired of all this meaningless fighting.
Says the one who loves fighting.
Says ow never.
Yeah, she wants a challenge.
Contact fish, tell them we're playing.
No.
Just another one comes out from the rear. Alright, first up's going to be Zyron.
I'm gonna try to keep the boat steady and keep it from capsizing and just keep moving forward.
Gotta keep
Alright,
on driving.
Roll me drive.
17.
Bad.
You're going to go to the quite aquatic scorpion. As it grapples with the boat, it's going to attack it with its stinger. And apparently, even in this cramped area, Zyron's driving skills is able to basically hit the stinger with the side of the boat and stop it from hitting it. Ow.
I am able to reach it from where I am, aren't I?
Yes.
I don't really want to know what's going to happen to the boat if I transform, so I'll just hit it with my axe. For now.
bringing up your axe, you bring it on down as the motion of you swinging such a heavy object kind of bows the boat forward, taking on a little bit of water before it crashes back down, makes a large splash at the back as you cut into the scorpion's scales. Don't know if you would call chitin scales or not. And it goes to Drazenka.
Do I acknowledge this?
You can, as be knowledge arcana.
I'm gonna aid. Sure, probably rolled, but
Well, so that's the decision you have.
mm-hmm.
The name is very apt, though not be so applicable to where it is located. This is a sea scorpion. It's a blue scorpion with large yellow pincers and stinger to prey on fish and small monsters. You can learn 2 traits. Jester can't find the lever on the boat.
It was too wobbly.
And that's your fault.
Are you disparaging my boating skills?
What? No.
Be good with weaknesses and immunities.
Yeah, fine.
Yep.
It has no weakness and is immune to mind-affecting effects and poison.
Being in the boat, am I considered adjacent to it?
Yes.
That's a shame. Actually, that might be fine. I'm gonna cast a first level spell defensively, or try.
You would also need to roll for vigorous motion.
Oh boy. What's that DC?
Just getting that. Vigorous motion is 10 plus spell.
So 11.
Yep, so 17 and 11.
Sure, I'll risk it, whatever. First for... Start with the defensively, because it's a harder DC. That's fine. And then for the motion, I'm fine. There's my
Yeah,
good
it's
roll.
totally fine.
It's just, as long as I'm not using my sword, I'm fine. Which might be a problem, because next one is an attack roll. Because I'm gonna try cast Shocking Grasp on it. Like... It's a touch.
You are trying to wrangle a sea scorpion that's attacking your boat whilst the boat is also going up and down. Sounds great.
Yeah. I need to like, give a slap.
You're able to grapple with its stinger, avoiding the pointy ends as you send a shockwave across it. And you know that since it's in the water, it is already drenched, so it takes extra damage. I'm pretty sure drenched is just 1d6.
Do I roll for it?
Just double checking if it is that. Yeah. Roll a d6.
Nice.
As you grapple with the scorpion as the boat goes up and down, you shock it entirely as its body slowly goes under the water.
Then for what it's worth, I'm gonna keep putting the blessing on Seiran for skills.
Which skill am I getting a blessing to?
All +2 sacred bonus to all skills checks.
Okay, perfect.
It's a swift action and it doesn't cost me anything, it just lasts for a round. So I'm just gonna keep doing that.
Is there a name for that so I can add it to my sheet whenever I
Yeah,
get
roll
a
for it
chance?
for you if you want. It's a blessing of the faithful.
Okay, cool. I'll add it later. Well, actually, I'll start working on it now, but just let me know when I need to make more drive checks.
Are you continuing onwards?
Yeah. Let's keep moving.
Sitting with the boat down the passage, you come up to two stone archways, as well as a path leading towards the south. And as you come through here, you will notice that there is a massive hole in the northeastern wall where water is rushing down into this T-junction, you could say. Though it's too dark to see how deep it goes, you're pretty sure this is not where the water originally came from.
Should we take a stop just to check if they came this way? Alright, with no response, Zerenga's just gonna step off the boat and start looking at the ground. She can find any of the tracks.
Yeah, roll survival. Looking across the floor, we cannot hear anything coming from Jack B, but you do see several movements of tails across it.
More Nagas down this way. So I do not see any footprints.
Does this boat have an anchor or ropes that I could tie up on something with?
It certainly does not have an anchor, but it does have ropes you could tie to something if you could find something.
Cool. What about those passages that go up over top of us, those rocks? Are they solid or are they pathways?
No, they're like solid ceiling.
Okay. So I definitely would not be able to like just throw a rope over one of them and tie it to a
No.
seat or something. Okay.
Just help pull it deeper into the alcove a bit.
Yeah, that's true.
Hello.
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 What the fuck? I was literally talking for like 10 minutes and I realised no one could hear me. Sick. Okay.
I don't think you ever. Well, we didn't hear you speak during the sea scorpion encounter.
Yeah, I said like, I kept putting my push talk on, it wasn't working, I have no idea what's going on. But yeah, apologies.
No worries. I guess we're gonna pull the boat up onto the ground as much as possible.
Yep, you can certainly do that. Where you are, the water kind of like meets the currents, so it's not going to go too far on its own, even if it did.
I'll wait to see what Shazenka finds. If you guys are doing that, 'cause you're pretty better suited to it, honestly.
I found, looking at tracks, there's plenty of like slithering, some more nagas, but did not find any footprints.
It's possible they came this way to assault the herbalist in the first place. Good to know there's more than 2 of them, though.
And there seems to be an area around that way.
Let's go then. It's possible the stream that we tracked them to comes around here.
Coming down to here, you will notice far off to the west relatively large eggs.
How did you give me the sunrod for some reason?
Jester. Jester, baby. I think Jester lost his mind after seeing that scorpion.
That's fine. We'll just leave Jasper in the dark.
We identify the eggs at all. Do we know what like genus they are?
You're going to have to get a bit closer, but they are very large eggs.
In all fairness, they're not our main priority. We're trying to look for this woman first. Well, I'll say woman, herbalist, Vieran, sorry. Don't know if they're a woman or not. Could be anything.
It's a female Vieran, from what you could gather from what
Yes,
Pharaoh was
she, her.
saying.
She, her pronouns.
Alright. That's my assumption. Didn't know. More eggs.
Moving up to here, you'll see even more bunches of eggs across the wall. They have a relatively bright blue colouring, with a few of them having cracked open. As well as that, you see quite a few mounds of bones that do not belong to serpents.
Do any belong to Virans?
You're going to have to roll a heal check for that, because ears don't have bones.
Yeah, identify the eggs.
Yeah, you can roll survival, or you could roll knowledge dungeoneering. Looking over the eggs, you're pretty sure these belong to a species of Naga, at which point they will most likely be Nagalings or some other variant.
And do we know if any of them are Vieran bones here?
Oh yeah, you did roll heal. There are no Vieran bones, no.
I try to see like how old the oldest egg seems to be. Yeah, old dispatches or whatever. I don't.
What do you mean by old? Like, when was the
Like,
most
how-
recent hatched?
Not recent, but like the oldest hatch. Like the oldest egg remains I can find. I don't know.
I would say the first one that would have hatched, which would mean they're the oldest outside of the shell, is 2 months. And you typically know that Naga eggs take around 2 months to hatch, so the first egg was placed here around 4 months ago.
This is some.
And then how new? Like, what's the most recent hatch?
The most recent hatch was 4 days.
Do any of them look like they're going to hatch in the near future?
Yeah, and the rest of the eggs, like, whereabouts do they seem to be around to hatching?
None are hatching today, but some of them are going to hatch within the next week or two.
Nope, and I start shivving them.
Do you know that? Because we don't. I thought Trazenka was doing it.
I'm just gonna let you know that the Nagas have certainly been busy. These were late at first, at least 4 months ago. Maybe even before that. And there are still some yet to hatch.
If Zieran's going to stab them at that, I'm not going to stop him.
Oh, Zion, you're attacking the eggs, are you?
Yes.
Okay, it's very easy to break them.
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
It begs belief the problem is this big. It's under someone's house. How did she not know?
Well, there was the storm recently, so that might have prevented her from traveling, but this underground should be safe from it.
But you said this has been 4 months since they started
It's
this.
been 4 months, it's been continuing because there are still more eggs to hatch.
Exactly.
The recent hatches were about 2 days ago. A little before those, we saw those blood tracks.
Yeah. This Naga problem is far worse than I even thought. We need to destroy these and keep moving.
Indeed. Drasenka will help finishing up the rest of the eggs.
Him doesn't feel great about it, but he'll sort of keep an eye out. He's not going to get involved directly, but he's not going to stop you. These things would hurt innocent people, we know that.
Have any of these developed enough to have fish scales on them?
No. If they did, they wouldn't be that strong at all.
Oh, okay. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Okay, let's go.
I don't think this connects in the way that I thought it did. But
Looks like down south it connects to the area we went close to.
indeed. Let's check that right hand side, and then if not, we'd have to swim anyway.
What is it?
What?
Cocoons.
As you go up to here, you'll see quite a bit of cobwebs across the walls and ceiling, as well as that of cocooned humanoid shapes.
Weapon out.
Is there any way to tell if there's anything alive in these cocoons?
If they were warm-blooded creatures, touching them see if they're warm, but there are many cold-blooded humanoids.
In that case, I'll just start cutting them open. If
Yeah.
otherwise I keep an eye out.
Help just ripping up around the face area so it's easier to see.
As you tear apart the cocoons, inside you'll see a few humes and aura, but nothing of the Aryan descent. Possible they just don't have a taste for that. But they have long since perished in their cocoons, and seemingly whoever made them forgot they were there.
Try to see how long ago they died.
Be a heal check. The last living one that would have been here died a week ago.
You see Edwin sort of kick a nearby stone or something in frustration, but put his weapon away and turn around. Well, now we're going to need you. If you're talking, Justin, we can't hear you.
He is not. I'm moving him. I'm moving the camera.
Oh, fair enough.
Is this webbing across the pathway, or is that above us?
That's above you. As you come to here, everyone rolled poorly on their passive perception, as several legged creatures from atop the ceilings drip down saliva as they see new meals.
There's a lot of spiders.
And there's the opposite of what I rolled from last time.
That's a lot of beasties.
I need to refresh my roll 20 because it's not cooperating.
Damn it, fish!
What's he done?
I don't know yet.
Gotta close these several tabs I just have open. Maybe I'm running out of memory just like Jester.
I think Jaster saw whatever the donation was, and then was just like, "Yeah, no, I'm not doing this anymore."
I've had enough of this shit. I'm leaving.
For some reason, I had to check if my connection was secure to roll 20.
Yeah, I noticed that's been happening every time I log on the last couple of days. So
Oh, if you got that as well? 'Cause I-
yeah,
Hmm.
I think they had some server issues in the past week, so they've been updating stuff.
Not a fan of the silence, guys. Not gonna lie to you.
I was just waiting for my turn.
It's more of the fact that I don't know what's going to happen, because it's not the case if I can take my turn yet. So something is happening, and I don't know what it is, and I don't like it.
Okay, how will this work? Yes,
Oh.
it works.
While we're waiting for stuff, should we roll for what these things are?
After this, because everyone will hear a familiar sound of a Moogle cackling in the background, as the flip-floppy sound of a webbed foot creature emanates from the back as a thing that kind of blends in with the background appears from behind.
I can barely fucking see that.
I can see something back there.
I see nothing.
I can see it in a turn order.
Alright, pretty sure you fought this first type of spider. Good job, check.
Did he literally summon a type of fish?
Yes.
But yeah, I bought him.
Alright, I don't know if you fought them in this campaign. I'll double check your compendium. Alright, so I need to open up their pages again because I had to refresh. Okay, the smaller spiders, it is Knowledge Arcana.
8.
Edwin?
Sorry. Thought something else was happening.
Knowledge.
Oh. Put 2 points in sculpture. That's the problem.
Right, the smaller of these spiders are corrosive spiders. You can learn 1 trait. Are you fine with immunities?
I think we go weaknesses, maybe? Because immunities doesn't really help us that much. We don't do that much to immunities, really, do we?
I mean, it would help tell us what not to do.
No, true.
That or
I mean,
poison.
Yeah. I'm good with immunities or poison. Should we say immunities for the sake of brevity?
Sure, I'm fine with it.
Alright.
They are immune to mind-affecting effects. For the big boyo, it is also Arcana.
Another 8.
The bigger one is a Gloom Spider. You can learn 2 traits. Still going through immunities and weaknesses.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
The Gloom Spider is immune and weak to nothing.
Well...
Do we get knowledge for the word fish thing?
Yep, the fish being at the back is Knowledge Dungeoneering.
Can't hell with that one.
Hey.
Okay. That is a Naga Scout, which is a more humanoid type of Naga that looks adept at swimming and running at its foes. And you can learn 4 traits.
Weakness, immunities, resistance, and maybe a special ability. You guys are up for that? Or is there anything you can think of? Like spells or main attack or something?
I'm fine with the list.
Alright. I don't think they pass can. Well, oh no, it's further up, so it would be.
Yeah, it's not too far.
Yeah, literally just weakness, immunities, resistance, and special ability.
Alright, 1 moment.
Did Jasta ever return, or is he still?
He's still not here, and I've messaged him.
Alright. Having another Barbie.
Maybe. It is weak to Holy, has no immunities or resistances, and it has special abilities of Tongue, where it can make a touch attack, and if you fail a will save, you are put to sleep for 1d8 plus 4 rounds.
What? Oh no. I see Fish is trying to pull out the TPK scenario. I see how it is. And unfortunately, sleep is not one of the things on the treatment list that I can actually treat. Incredible. Alright.
That's the one that a swift kick can help.
Yeah,
Takes a standard though.
very true.
So, with that in mind, I'm going to relay that there is something behind us. I'm going to say to Zenka, I think we deal with what's in front of us first. We don't get split in focus. Deal with the spiders, deal with that. Agreed?
Alright.
And I'm going to move past. Okay. I'm gonna. Can I go past here? Or will this be squeezing like where I am right now?
You can't end there, but you can move through it.
Cool. In that case, I will provoke, but move to here.
The spider will take it as they're fucking broken.
Yeah, that's exactly the end of my movement.
They will miss regardless.
Cool.
Did you say that was a double move or what?
No, it is a single. I'll just double check. It's right at the end. So I will slap. Or stab, rather. And I will get sneak attack because I'm flanking with Zyron unless they're immune to flank.
Siren is flat-footed.
Is it flat-footed?
No, the spiders had their surprise round to come down.
God damn. Okay, fine.
Because everyone failed the perception.
Either way, I stab it. That's me done.
Alright, you stab that corrosive spider in the backside. Doing a good amount of damage. Big boy Gloom. Is gonna 5 step to here and is going to crunch on down on a lovely snack in front of him.
Alright, come at me.
Edwin, you are bit for 8 and need to make a fortitude save, please. You are certainly sick. Take it you're keeping that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright, Edwin, you'll take 2 strength damage and you are staggered.
Okay.
Goes to Al, who's not here, so I'm just going to assume she uses her axe on that spider between Edwin and Zirin, or is she going to go for the south one?
Pretty close to target, no.
Probably focus.
Yeah.
Good 5 will step deeper. To interfere towards the big guy.
She's going to move to there and slash down on that spider, leaving most of its legs off. Zirin.
Oh boy. Nothing super close to me. So I guess I'm gonna move up next to Edwin and take a whack at the big dude. Is that Jaster?
Huh?
I thought I heard somebody groaning.
Yeah, me too.
It did sound like Jaster.
Okay, then
Yeah.
apologize.
Did Jaster fall asleep on us?
No.
Oh, you're back
No,
then.
I did
Hello.
not. Hello.
Welcome back. We have spiders. And a fish monster.
And Fish is fucking with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was supposed to stay.
As you move to their Zirin, the big spider's going to attack opportunity you.
Cool.
As you will parry the mouth of the spider, you're unable to retaliate.
Okay.
Well, you missed.
But it missed. Okay, cool. Precise strike. Ooh, nice.
Say nice did not confirm, but it does hit. As you land a solid strike into the Gloom Spider.
Very
It
nice.
goes to Fish's present at the back. As it slowly fumbles its way into the squeezing corridor because he specifically asked for something large. And as it squeezes to there, it is going to cast a spell.
Try the spellcraft, because why not?
You certainly can do so.
Nope. No, I can't.
You do not know.
Your best, but you don't succeed.
Rude.
Oh! Blame Fish. As it starts to pull up a mound of lightning in its hands, it explodes outwards in a dazzling display that it almost destroys the hallway, as it will critically hit Drazenka.
Cool.
Give us the damage.
Roll
Damage report.
20 is asking a lot of memory from me again.
Is it going to break for you as well?
I had to reset when you were gone.
Yeah.
As the lightning explodes across Drazenka, you'll take 43 lightning.
I will use hero point to use an out-of-turn action as this hits, please.
What can you do? Because I'm pretty sure that's just immediate death.
Could I heal you at the exact same time, though? Would that not
No.
negate?
Because I'm just. Well, let's see. I'm pretty sure I'm just immediately dead. Yeah, I'm at minus 20.
If I can't do it, I can't do it. I'm just saying, is there no way for me to try and at least negate some of the
If you
damage?
can do it, I welcome it, but.
You would need something that's akin to is it Stitch Wounds?
Because I know White Mage has like a spell that maybe some other classes that just allows you to heal when you would otherwise die.
Right, so I can't use the heal that I have. For the, okay, cool, fine. It is what it is. Cool.
That's dead, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we have no Phoenix Downs, I don't think.
Voting for this group.
Yeah, I don't think I've got anything.
Are you happy with yourself, Fish?
It was a critical spell.
You happy with yourself, Fish?
Yeah, Fish. Alright. Goes to the corrosive spider to the south. And it's going to go through Owl. But you're probably in a good camp. That you are.
Uh-oh.
The spider moves to the sides, throws its rear at you, and shoots out a bunch of webs. Owl and Zyron. You will both take 1 non-elemental damage and are entangled in the webs.
No saves?
That is no saves. Entangled is essentially just half speed. You can still move.
You do take a lot of minuses to your dex, though.
Yeah. Did we get any temporary HP this time? I don't think I've seen anything.
No.
Okay.
I don't even think that would have
well,
saved Drazenka, unfortunately, otherwise I would have done it.
From
Even
that
just a
It
regular
would have saved
spot,
Hunter's,
like,
yeah,
minus
hero
like
points.
barely alive.
Well, I feel worse.
Yeah, from that damage, Al will transform there.
Yeah, fine. Edwin.
I mean, do we see Drazenka go down? Like, do we know she's
You
dead?
can hear it. It's very loud. And you can also see it. Yeah.
Ah. But I have no idea that if she's actually dead or not. I wouldn't know, right?
I mean, if you should be able to see it, right?
I can
Yeah, you
see
can see
her.
her. She's not moving. You could use a heal check just to see that she's not moving.
Cool, and I don't get any kind of revival for a long time. Fantastic. The only thing I can do is triage myself as a swift. Try and treat.
Does
My
anybody
issues.
have 2 hero points?
I have 1. We all should have 1.
Yeah, that's the problem. I think it takes 2 to bring somebody back.
Yeah, I got 0.
We just leveled up. What have you used it on?
He doesn't want hero points.
Yeah, I probably didn't put it in, so I have 1.
Yep, only the one.
That is 4 conditions, which I
Combine hero points.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can all 4 of us give up 1 hero point to save Drazenka right now?
Yeah, sure.
I'm in.
I'm down.
Sure,
although.
I'll take it.
Or do you want to be saved? That's.
I mean, I don't have time to come make a new character for next week, so
As I say, I tried to use the hero point
I'd
to save
rather
it.
keep going with Drazenka.
Because
Try
we're
to
all
use
using a
four.
point, can
What?
we have a resurrected to full health? Or at least half health?
No. You have someone who can heal her.
I'd be happy with just +1 conscious still on the ground.
If that's the case, I'd do something slightly different. I know that I wouldn't change anything actually. I'd just do this and then do the other thing afterwards. So would that work if we gave the hero points up? Oh,
Yeah.
Emma.
Who's Emma?
Sorry about
And
it.
one.
If you're at 1, I'll Swift do that. Basically, it's to fix the status effect. Do I need to do 1 per thing?
So if everyone is doing that, as the disastrous display of lightning crowds the hallway and goes towards Drazenka, almost as if being put to a magnetic point or a rod, the lightning mostly goes in towards her necklace. However, the necklace becomes cracked all over as the force of the blow hits her to the floor. And go Edwin or Emma, since apparently you're changing your gender.
Nope, sorry, that was something different. Okay, so it's 1 condition at a time. So I'll stay poisoned, but I'll get rid of staggered as my condition to treat myself as a swift. So that will go. I will still be poisoned.
1 second for that.
I was about to say,
The
what's
staggered condition comes from the poison that's been inflicted on you. Can you get rid
Okay.
of poison status effects and not just the poison as the effect?
It just
can you
says
get rid of anything
poisoned.
to poison? Okay,
It just says poisoned. Probably not, if that's the
I'm
case.
not sure you can though, because poisoned, if it's just saying that, it's just the like the 1d6 non-elemental per round, which this isn't.
Okay.
If you can get rid of staggered, you can get rid of part of the poison in that case. But yeah, you were saying you get rid of staggered anyway, so yeah, you can get rid of the staggered part.
Yeah, okay. If it comes around next turn, that's fine. To be fair, because it's only a single target, I can do it as a standard anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Either way, I'm going to use surgery on Drazenka immediately.
So you're not healing yourself?
Healing myself as a swift, healing Drazenka.
Oh, I thought you said standard. Okay.
No. Me is a swift, but anyone else is a standard. And then it's a full round for multiple people, but because it's just her, I'm going for her as a standard.
Okay.
So you heal 19, which is fucking terrible, but you get it.
Yeah, I would say it's
I'll
bad.
take it.
Also,
Do
if
you not
are
need to be
static-
adjacent to her?
Yes, I'll move over there and take the AOA.
You do not take it.
All right. That's a look up.
Goes to Gloomy Boy, who is going to attack Zyron. Trying to. Did you have combat reflexes or no, Zyron?
I don't think so. Give me a second. No, I don't.
So you can't do parry on this because you did it on your turn.
Yeah, I already used up my my one attack of opportunity for the turn.
All right. It will bite Zyron. Zyron, you will take 14 damage and need to make a Fortitude save, please.
It's alright, step away for a second, lap.
Zyron's getting bit, but he saves against the effect.
No need to fight back.
Ow.
That's what that was for.
Yeah, true, I guess.
When he's here.
Want me to focus the big one or the little one?
You were focusing the same target before, so big one.
Big one it is. And we're flanking. Debris.
First bite takes a big chomp out of that spitter. Thumble will miss. The second claw will hit. The first wing will miss, but the second wing will hit as you bash its head into the floor, and it stays down.
Hey.
Nice.
Can I get a ping to our location? Because my entire internet just the web page itself just shut down for no reason. So
Yep, it's just all the RAM going away. Need to go get Minecraft. Even though Minecraft's now going to Microsoft, so Mojang accounts no longer work. Zyron.
I guess we're gonna take out the little Spidey boy now. Actually, I don't even need to move. I'm gonna use my what do you call it? Limit break.
Limit
and
break.
I'm gonna use Night Talon on that Spidey over there. No. Ugh, stupid. Damn it. Does it hit?
That does hit.
Yay.
You send out a wave of energy, I suppose,
It's like a piercing attack from a distance.
as you stab out at that spider as it hisses out in pain. Or chitters, whatever the noise they make. But it stays up.
That's cool. And that's just a standard action, I believe, because it's a
Yes.
limit break. I'll just stay here.
It goes to the Naga Scout, and it really wants to fulfill its Moogle oppressor. As it continues to squeeze down the hallway. And it's going to cast another spell. However, this time, with Drazenka being prone, it's harder to hit her, as the lightning instead hits the floor at her feet, which is probably just reflexively like pulling her feet up to go into a ball to dodge it. And then it'll go to Drazenka.
I'll stand up. Turn a glance behind me, or at least there's only one spider left. See the big guy in front of me. I don't think we can afford to focus target with that one. What do I trust on my spells? Channeling only counts as holy towards undead, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll go. That's actually too bad. Do I trust the reach though? Probably not.
Was that a question to me?
I was mostly musing to myself. I'm gonna try casting second level spell defensively. So that's
19.
19, yeah. That's it. Nope.
Spell will fizzle out, as you're probably still shocked.
Yep. This wasn't my standard, and I moved to stand up, so that's... going to give the blessing... Yeah, I'm gonna give the blessing of faithful for saves to Edwin.
Alright.
Okay. I think I might have missed the poison from last turn, by the way. Because I didn't take that.
Yes. You need to roll Fortitude. Alright, you'll save, however you feel you're still poisoned.
Okay. That's without the bonus. Because last turn.
This aggressive spider is going to check its speed. It's going to climb up onto the ceiling, which is 15 feet. Uh, 15. As it will climb around to here. Now show up that text. Edwin. You need to roll Fortitude again, please.
Okay. Sorry, I had a chance to put the +2 sacred in, so I'll do that. In the roll itself. Bear with me. Wow.
As it comes to your turn, you feel your needle arm become weaker as you'll take another strength damage, and I'll still stack it.
Okay. I take it I can't treat the poison as part of treatment as a medic because it is the poison condition, not the status. Not the status, sorry, the effect. Yeah?
Correct.
Cool. Weird, cool. I can see that Zyra's pretty fucked up, and I can see that Drazenka's just got up, So. As a swift, I will use heal to treat poison on myself to give me a bonus to the next roll against it. As a move, I will use Battlefield Inspiration.
But you only have a move or standard. You don't have both or staggered.
That's true. I will just go and heal Zaire then. But I
You
hope
still have
that-
your swift.
Yeah, so I'll still do the poison thing, but I can't do shit all about that. I'll go over here and use triage because I can't use surgery as a standard on a single target. So you get 24 health. If you are affected by a minor condition, it is automatically healed. If not, I'll need to reroll that, but I don't think you have any other conditions on you.
Nope, I'm good. Thank you.
Alright, that's me done.
Ow.
It's muted. So am I right in thinking it's run off towards the corridor?
Yes.
Did it make its way around me without me noticing it? Apparently.
It went off the ceiling.
Okay, I completely didn't even see that happen.
Its weakness is holy. Well, I haven't got a holy breath, but I've got a lightning breath, so Al will attempt to lightning breath. Oh damn. Okay.
Alright, you lightning breath the spider that had 1 health.
Alright. I'll take it.
It was attempting to flee.
I could
No
have taken care of
prisoners.
that so much better.
Or escapees in that sense.
Zaire.
Okay, where is the Naga Scout?
In the corridor, but you don't have a light source. You might be able to see it from Edwin's.
Wait, I thought I did have a light source. Where'd it go?
Didn't I took myself back?
Yeah, Al has it. It's his. Hers.
Ah, okay.
But if you were to go to where I am, you should be able to see it 'cause you have the same vision as me. Just.
I'm gonna step up behind Drazenka, and then I'm gonna use my ranged attack with my my lunge technique. Oh shoot!
It is in dim lighting, so if it's an attack roll, there is a 20% mischance.
That's fine. I'll take the chance of. But I want to roll my ability first so that you can see what's going on.
I do like text.
Oh, I didn't write the name of the technique in there. I need to do that.
How dare you take my text away from me?
Well, I'll look that up in a later moment.
So it's essentially just your limit break, but without the extra.
Yeah, no extra, and it's within 30 feet, so I think just weapon damage too. I don't get any precision or anything like that on it. So yeah. But I don't have another attack made up for that right now, apparently, so I'm just gonna roll the S-Stock. Let me see if that's supposed to be any different from my other attack. No, that's exactly the same. Okay. It's just arranged.
Give me 1 moment. I need to double check squeezing, because I'm pretty sure it does reduce the AC, but I can't remember how much. blame fish for making it large for some reason.
I blame Vish for everything in my life from this point on.
Sounds good to me. Alright, since it is squeezing, you are able to hit it. There's no sneak attack, is there?
No, I just rolled the regular adamantine stock one because I didn't have a separate one made up for it, but I will do that.
Again, you send out a shockwave as it punctures the Naga Scout's exterior. And it will go to said Naga Scout, who is going to cast a spell.
Am I still entangled?
Yes.
Okay. I only moved 20 feet there, so that's fine. Actually, no, I should only have been able to move 15, so I'd be back here.
Edwin, you know that it's casting Thunder 2.
Okay.
Alright, Jozenka, you are blasted with lightning for 19, and you need to make a reflex save, please.
Well, I'm not dead this time. Not yet, anyway. Before I roll the save, I think I have something for that. Yeah, I'm gonna use Cat's Luck to roll twice and take the better one.
Alright.
You did get healed, right?
Just realized something.
Okay, good enough. I did get healed, but I also got hit again.
Ah, fuck.
I'm pretty sure I got hit by the same amount I got healed.
So I actually managed to not use my limit break earlier. I clicked the wrong button. That was Night Talon, which is the ranged attack that I have. I should have been using Time Break. But, oh well.
Big shame.
They were both useful.
Wait, hold on.
Zenka, you are static as a electricity surges around you. You have a half chance to be hit with electricity damage whenever you take a 5 step, move, standard, or full round, but it only procs once a round. As the Naga Scout continues to squeeze and is now right in your face. Drazenka. You can technically do swift actions if you got that swift or temp HP or whatever.
That's unfortunately a standard.
Well, yeah, the swift action thing.
My blessing's a swift action. Really have anything, you don't want to risk the 1d, so I'm just gonna hold after Edwin.
Alright. Edwin?
Edwin is going to use surgery, and because of what I picked up at 4th level, I can also treat magical status effects, like static, as a minor treatment. So, you get 32 health, and you are no longer static. Go to there. Nice be done.
Does
So you're still
Does
poisoned.
only the movement of that provoke?
Good question. Let me double check, because I think technically no, both parts do. Am I still? That's a good point. Am I still staggered?
Also, fortitude.
Yeah. I did use
Don't have the +2 anymore because I helped my turn.
no, but I did use treat poison, which I think is. Let me check. my last turn. Okay. +4 competence. Cool. Wow. Alright.
I think you fumbled last time as well.
I fumbled every single time against this. But yeah.
You'll take another 1 strength damage and are still staggered.
Cool. In that case, I can't use surgery, but I can use triage.
I don't want to static otherwise, I'm at 1 hit point.
It does both. It's
A
just
little
a case
bit.
of it's just a case of surgery would heal you more. I can just roll triage for a single target heal.
Triage is enough.
You get 25, not 31.
Yeah, that's pretty much my full HP anyway, because my HP rolls have been garbage. Thank you.
It's alright, that's me done. I would technically provoke, by the way, to clarify what you're asking. So yes, I could get hit for the act of triage. It does say it does provoke.
Oh, fucking sheep. Okay, give me a second. As you do that, the Naga Scout at the back is going to flip its hand over Drazenka. It does have -4, but it still hits you. As Edwin, you are slapped for 17.
Yeah, it does provoke.
Because I know the movement provokes, I didn't know if stabbing someone also provoked.
Apparently it does.
Alright.
But yeah, that's me done. You are also unstatics, by the way. Because I can't fail the check for minor conditions.
Okay.
I think in that list.
Yeah, it is in there. So if it's
Ah, yes, it is.
Yeah.
So much goddamn fucking text. Yeah,
I
that's
know.
fine.
I'd like to trim it down, but that's all not what it is.
I decided to draw on Drazenka and not go for staticus. There's now just a black dot on you.
Okay. Swift to again give the blessing to Edwin for the saves. Went somewhere on her own, but that's fine. Gonna try to Shadow Strike it.
You bring down a frosty blade as you slice into the fella. You wouldn't have done if it wasn't squeezing. And it is stunned.
Nice.
Now,
Is it possible, I don't know how high the ceiling is it possible for me to double move so I could fly above it and get behind it?
the ceiling is 15 feet. If you do that, it would provoke, but it's stunned, so I don't think it can do that. Can't take action, so yes.
Okay,
Nice.
I will fly to double move and then obviously drop to get behind it, and that'll be my whole turn.
Zyron.
I'm going to use my ranged attack on it.
Has a lot of reductions to AC, but does have cover. That mostly just cancels out the squeezing.
Would I get flanking with Al?
No.
No? Okay.
You need a specific feat for ranged flanking.
Okay.
That's pretty good though.
That's pretty good.
That is pretty good, though, as you send out a shockwave to pierce it in the head. I don't know if it would react if it's stunned, but it definitely looks like it would hurt if it could react.
No sneak attack though, obviously.
No. And it's stunned, so Edward. Fortitude.
Alright. Forgot to say anything about Fortitude last time, so... Woo.
You have the blessing.
We do, sorry, so that'll be 16. That's not bad.
16 still fails, as you'll take 3 strength damage and are still staggered.
Wow, I'm very close to being catatonic. Okay.
Do you have a cloak of resistance?
No, I have mule back cords.
Alright.
Edwin is...
How bad is your strength?
Oh, great. So I've got 5 damage. I did mitigate some of it, and I'm going to mitigate more of it now. Because I'm the only one pretty hurt at the minute. What I'll do is I'll 5-step back to here and surgery on myself as a standard. That's all I can do. But what that means is I heal 1 strength damage and also get to use surgery. Because that's what... I don't heal as much as Incredible Healer, so I get a less heal amount, but I do get to heal the 1 point of the strength damage.
Alright.
So I
Interesting.
will get...
The Naga Scout is no longer stunned.
I'll try to stun it again with Shadow Strike. This time with flanking.
Technically not flanking.
Well, I was there.
Yeah, but she's not directly opposite.
Well, then I miss, because that's -2 to that. Roll a 4.
You'll stab out at the Naga Scout, but it just, like, squishes itself against the wall enough to dodge.
And give the blessing on Edwin.
Ow.
Thanks.
Pretty sure he said BRB earlier, so Jaster's not here. I'll press his button for him. The bites will miss. The first claw will hit, as that first claw will bring the Naga Scout down.
God damn it, I wish I had something like close wounds. Sorry about that. I thought that things would work, but they didn't.
I just want to verify something. If I use the lunge technique like Night Talon, I cannot do an extra attack with my temporal point, can I?
Pretty sure no, because it doesn't say on Night Talent as a standard action.
It doesn't say on Night Talon that it's a standard action, is that what you said?
Is it a SU ability? Supernatural.
What does the temporal
Says
point
as a
thing
standard
say?
action,
As
so
a standard, yeah. So no.
Okay.
Because your temps, well, yeah, it wouldn't matter anyway.
Because does it say like you can make an extra attack as part of a full round attack or full attack?
Right. Which I assumed that was the case, but you know, in the future, if I could do better, I would want to try.
No, it's fair enough. Yeah, sorry about that. I kind of missed the ability to reactive heal, but it is what it is.
You don't need to apologize, you just need to
Oh,
blame
yeah.
Fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, just blame Fish.
He left you just to torment you afterwards.
Did he leave? I didn't see him say anything about leaving.
No, I just meant he left the Saturday group like ages ago.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean that was before Jack B got here too, obviously.
I mean, Fish was also in on Wednesday game with Jack B, and he also left them, so he also did leave Jack B.
Oh man, he's left us all.
He's left every game apart from the one that I run sometimes. That's it. And even then...
When do you run that game?
At least I feel less bad about what happened last Thursday. The last Thursday session when we last played.
So good.
Happened on Thursday.
I may have gotten Fish's character infected with some mushrooms.
Oh man.
Oh, this is
that
his
was,
payback for it, isn't it?
That was such a bad
At least-
accident.
I apologize for it.
Fairness, you don't know what those mushrooms are, and they could be very bad, but we'll see.
Well, it's already happening to my character, so you know.
But yeah, now we're getting attacked by fucking giant murloc fish people. So there is that in this campaign. Oy.
I take it that's going to be the end of the game this week.
That is indeed going to be the end.
All right. Well, thank you very much for the session. I missed you guys.
I miss you too.
Welcome back, Chester. We're just ending it.
Fuck off, Justy. You left at the critical moment.
Damn it!
I think I missed you guys more than you guys missed me because you guys get together.
Well, we haven't, because
Or more than you missed each
As I
other.
was
that's
looking
what I
on
mean.
Yeah,
hiatus.
we actually haven't. So
We
it's
haven't
been
together at all.
it was really weird. Like the
Oh,
start of the
shit.
session was really quiet, and then we kind of just got into our own thing. It was nice.
See you later.
See you later.
See you
Bye-bye.
next week.
Yeah.
See you next week.
We'll see part of you.